Well, I don't know about you, but it feels like both of them are hiding something. Samantha definitely feels off, and Elliot seems a bit too nonchalant for my taste. I'm going to bring Samantha back in here in just a sec. I want to see if I can pry some more information out of her. But look, before we do that, we really need to think about how we want to approach this. I think that if I put some pressure on her, she'll crack for sure. But honestly, I'm conflicted. Part of me also feels that I should keep playing nice. I don't know, maybe a calm approach may get her to trust me and open up more. But then again, if this is all an act, she might see right through that bullshit and use it in her favor. Honestly, I don't know. It's hard to get an exact read on her. Why don't you do some reviewing? See if anything helps guide how we should move forward. Maybe you can get a better take on things. And listen, take all the time you want, okay? I don't care if these two are here all day and night. When you're ready, you give me a call and you let me know how you want to play this. I'll trust your judgment. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Hey. Okay, so you want to go with the nice and calm approach. Not a problem at all. Give me a sec, I'll get Samantha back in here and we'll get things back up and running. All right, bye.
This is a continuation with Samantha Williams. The date is still February 19th of 2022. So, Samantha, I just have a few things that I want to clear up with you and then we'll be done, okay?
Okay.
Great. I want to take a look at some of your debt and make sure that my numbers are accurate, okay?
Okay, sure.
So, I see that in addition to your student loans, you have a car that you own, and you owe about $5,700 on that car. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You also have 2 credit cards. Looks like both of those are maxed out, and that's $15,000 that you owe. Is that also correct?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. What does that work out to in terms of a monthly payment?
Just the credit cards or everything?
Everything. So the credit cards, the car, student loan, and I don't need an exact amount. Just give me a rough idea.
I don't know, maybe like $13.50 a month.
$13.50. Okay. And then I know that you live with your mom, but you do pay her something, right, every month?
$5.50 a month for bills, groceries. Elliot does about the same.
So $5.50 to your mom. Okay. And then salary. What do you bring home monthly, salary wise, after taxes? Again, I don't need an exact. Just give me a rough estimate.
$2,100.
$2,100. Okay. Okay. So, if my math is correct, then you owe about $1,900, right, a month. That's your monthly expenses, and then you bring in, as you said, $2,100 a month in terms of salary. So that leaves you with $200 approximately every month to cover things like going out, right, clothes. That $200, that's your monthly disposable income. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
It is.
Now, Samantha, I'm not saying that the two are connected, but technically this $250,000 life insurance policy, I mean, that's enough to pay off all this debt, and then you still pocket over $100,000.
Technically, yes.
So is that what you plan on doing? You plan on paying off all your debt?
I don't know.
You don't know. All right. Let's look at this Costa Rica trip. Okay. So this trip to Costa Rica in July, right? This is your hard-earned vacation. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you stated that you had purchased a one-way ticket because you found some app, right? That I guess has what is it, cheap flights, right? And then you said that you were just waiting to find a good deal, right, on the return ticket. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Samantha, I have to ask. Were you really planning on returning? You sure that you're not trying to escape something? Look, Samantha, I'm sure that you can see how this doesn't help your case. Okay? I don't believe that you killed your mom, okay? I don't believe that. But I also don't believe that you're being honest with me. Okay, I want to help you. Right? That's what I want to do. I want to be able to show that you had absolutely nothing to do with this, okay, Samantha? Right, but this is a two-way street, right? Okay, and this is where I need you to help me too. So I need to know why did you buy this one-way ticket? Look, Samantha, if you don't clear this up, you are going to make it really hard for me to not pin this on you. I'm sure you can see that. All right, so I need to know the truth. I need to know why did you buy this one-way ticket? Yeah?
I'm leaving Elliot.
So what do you mean? The two of you are splitting up?
Yeah,
But what? Let me guess. Elliot, he doesn't know this, does he? So is this what you've been hiding?
yeah. Look, when I bought that ticket, it had nothing to do with my mom, okay? I did figure that she probably would have passed away by then, but that wasn't the reason why.
Samantha, you're gonna have to explain.
Well, I have a lot of debt, as you know, and I had heard of people leaving the U.S. to escape their debt.
So is that what you were planning to do, was to escape your debt? So just to make sure that I get this straight, you purchased this one-way ticket to Costa Rica so that you could escape your debt and to leave your husband. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, but what I don't understand is why you're trying to bail on your student loans and all your other debt. I mean, you have this $250,000 in life insurance policy. That surely is going to pay off all your debt.
$250,000 is not that much money. My mom had her own debt too, you know, between my debt and her debt and funeral costs and medical bills. There's nothing left.
What about her house? What are the plans with the house?
No plans. The house is going into foreclosure any day, and apparently my mom was really behind on her mortgage payments. Like, really behind.
So Samantha, just need to know. I mean, are you and Elliot not in a happy marriage? I mean, honestly, it never came across that way. You know, in my time that I spent with you two.
Depends on who you ask.
Well, Samantha, I'm asking you.
Elliot is a great guy. It's just that I have changed a lot since we first met. I'm not the same person that I was. And all of this with my mom, it just made me look at life differently, you know? I mean, she was still really young. Life is never guaranteed, right? You know? I'm just now realizing that. And I have always been afraid of everything. My whole life. Afraid to pursue my dreams because I thought that they were worthless compared to other people's. Afraid of fitting in, of not fitting in, of being made fun of. I have lived my whole life for other people. Including Elliot. And I never once stopped to consider my own happiness. But I'm done doing that. And I love Elliot. I really do. But he doesn't make me happy. I just wanted a fresh start. I feel like I deserve a fresh start.
So that's the whole plan, huh? Just to move to Costa Rica and start a whole new chapter in life. Is that basically it?
Yeah, pretty much.
And Elliot, he doesn't know about your big move. Now, do you think that maybe in your overly burdened state that maybe you helped accelerate this whole process?
Of course not. No, I love my mom. I would never do anything to hurt her.
I'm not saying that you hurt her. I'm saying that ending her pain would not be hurting her, right?
I wanted my mom around as long as possible. She was the only person in my life that was truly supportive.
Samantha, I understand. I understand all of this. I get you, but none of this helps me understand how Paulette overdosed, right? It's not like she could have taken those pills herself.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let's switch gears here for a sec. All right. You stated earlier, right, that Elliot was the last person to give your mom a dose of Oxycontin, correct? Correct?
No, actually.
No?
I remembered I had given her a breakthrough dose about 11 p.m. that night.
So hold on. You're telling me that you gave your mom a dose of Oxycontin that Tuesday night, February 8th, the night right before her death? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah,
And you didn't you didn't think to tell me this earlier?
I'm sorry, I just forgot. There's been so much going on, I truly just didn't remember.
You forgot? Samantha, you're telling me that you forgot that you gave your mom a dose of Oxycontin the night before she died. That's what you're telling me, is that you forgot?
I know that sounds like it's hard to believe, but that's the truth.
Okay. Okay, so then you were actually the last person to give your mom Oxycontin prior to her death. Is that statement now accurate?
Yeah. I was having trouble sleeping that night, and I woke up, which was very rare for me. I went to go check on my mom. And I saw that she was having a lot of discomfort. And
How much did you give her?
the usual 10 milligrams.
And what about Elliot? Did Elliot give her any breakthrough doses that you may have forgotten about? No. Are you sure?
We have a chart on the refrigerator. We write everything down. And
Did you write your 11 p.m. dose down?
honestly, I don't remember.
Don't remember. So this whole thing could possibly be an accident.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe I've been looking at this the wrong way. Right? Maybe nobody intentionally killed your mom. Maybe it was just a simple human mistake. What do you think?
I don't follow exactly.
Samantha, is it possible that you measured that dose incorrectly? I mean, you were tired, right? Stressed. Right, we've already established you got a lot of craziness going on in your life. Maybe when you gave her that dose, you measured wrong and you gave her more than she should have consumed. Do you think that's possible?
I mean, maybe, but even if I did, that still doesn't explain the missing pills.
No. No, it doesn't. Do you suddenly remember what happened to those 5 missing pills?
No, I don't.
You sure?
I swear to you, I don't know.
All right, Samantha, I'm gonna ask you one more time, okay? Because we can't keep going around in circles here. Is there anything that I need to know? Anything that you may have forgotten? Anything that may have popped into your head? Anything that you are suddenly remembering? Anything at all?
No.
So that's everything. Okay. All right, Samantha, we're going to take a break, okay?